Let me ask you this though: as you look at leadership in general, those that try to influence, what is that one tool they're missing in their toolbox? That one trait or characteristics you feel that, I mean, if they could work on something that'll make a huge difference, that's probably not in their toolbox, what would it be?
Yeah, that's a good question. Sometimes I feel like I don't get stumped too easily. I don't know that there's one tool. I will say that there's someone that came to my mind as you were talking, and it's a golfer by the name of Phil Mickelson, who had an opportunity 2 years ago to do something that no golfer, including Tiger Woods, had never done before. And that is, win 4 majors in a row. And the challenge with that is his oldest daughter's graduating high school the night before the tournament begins. Tournament is back east. Phil Mickelson is in La Jolla, California. So when you have a tee time in golf, it's a draw, right? You draw your tee time. How easy would it be for Phil, who definitely has money because he's won a lot of championships and lives in La Jolla, and they have a nice home, and he has 3 children and a beautiful wife. How easy would it have been for Phil to say, you know what, sweetheart, here's a special envelope from Dad. I hope you have a great graduation. Thank you for understanding that Dad's going to try and complete this dream and this vision and go win this tournament and do something that's never been done in the history of golf. Thanks, sweetheart, and Dad's on the road. How easy would that have been for Phil as a leader in his small circle of influence to do that? How easy would that have been?
Yeah, simple.
Instead, Phil stays for the graduation the night. Remember, it starts tomorrow. Phil stays tonight for graduation. He stays for the party after, takes a private jet out from California over to Pennsylvania. When you travel west to east, you don't gain time, you lose time. His tee off and practice is at 6:43 a.m. It's a 4-day tournament, 18 holes a day. For the first 2 days, he struggles because he's needing rest. He's needing sleep. He comes back, long story short, wins the tournament, and when he's given the cup and the jacket at the end, guess who's there to see him receive that? His daughter and their 2 other children and his wife. And the most important piece of the whole story is, what will his daughter never forget, even when she's faced with depressions, maybe suicide, divorce, maybe one day? I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying she will face adversity. We all do. She's going to go through hard times. What will she not ever forget?
Dad cared.
She'll never forget how much her dad, that she means to her father. Now we're talking about someone that understands influence is not about the number of people or how many people. Everybody else like me who read and watched that story come to fruition, and they were watching the channels to see and hoping he would win because they knew the story was being shared by all the broadcasters. Just that one small act, like Mother Teresa, and I'm not even Catholic and I love that story. I'm just saying it's absolutely amazing. One small thought, one small action, one small act of kindness. When you're asking for a tool, maybe that's it. One small act of kindness, and how that just blows up. In our world, we call it going virtual. I just call it being kind and let everything else take care of itself. I mean, the aurora will light up. Your countenance will light up. The story will light up. I don't care about how many likes it gets on social media. I just want other people to be better because of the one random act of kindness.
Yeah, I love that example. Just being kind, that random act of service, taking a few minutes to praise somebody. I mean, even if Phil would have lost, we would have respected more as a person.
For sure.
And it still would have been a great story. I mean, he got both, which is great, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way, but it was still the right thing to do. And that is a great characteristic of leaders, to do the right things at the right time,
Absolutely.
Making a difference, being a kind, taking a few minutes, going out of your way are all traits of a great leader, because that empathy, you care. And it's not just about you. You're concerned about the team. Perfect examples. So thanks for sharing.
I thought of something else, Kurt, as you were sharing that. You can't beat hate with hate. You can't beat negativity with negativity. You can only beat it with positivity or kindness. But here's the catch. It doesn't mean you're going to win. Kind of like you said, Phil might not have won. But it does mean you won't be seen as the selfish, arrogant, self-serving person.